Hey there, Scorpio. It's Jen here. I am doing a mid-November reading for you guys. I already have the cards shuffled and laid out. I'm having some wrist and hand pain, so I just wanted to have it all out so I didn't have to hold the cards, etc. I was doing some channeling prior to the reading, and some of the things that came through was that there is an energy that really is set on proving a point. Um, and it's somewhat woven into all interactions that their point um, is the most. Yeah. So anyway, it's wearing others down. So this is either someone in your sphere of influence, could be you. I mean, these can always go either way, but um, to the point where it's wearing others down. It's exhausting. And when really examining it, it's that person or group of people trying to control their own inner world, but it's getting misdirected or projected, and trying to do that by controlling external things. So it's just something to think about, and yeah. I also got that you may, if you feel as though you're getting visits from past loved ones, especially if they were into metaphysical things or into spirits or mediumship, ghosts, whatever. I mean, I knew I've gone to mediums before, and I haven't lost anyone at this point, particularly close, but grandparents. And I knew out of any of the people that would come through, this one grandparent would come through. And she was my grandmother. And she actually has visited me twice in dreams and came through in a mediumship reading very strongly. And I'm not at all surprised. So I think you would kind of know who would be more likely to come through. It doesn't mean someone that there couldn't be a surprise, but so if you felt like you had a visitation in a dream or that you're seeing signs, I would definitely believe that that is the case. Then I saw, and I don't mean to be disrespectful. I don't see it disrespectful, but I just am very ignorant to Middle Eastern issues. So if I say something wrong, it is not with ill intent. But I see a woman with a headscarf. It appears to be black, and standing up for herself. So I'm not sure what that means, but that was a very, very clear message coming through. It almost like a female Arab Spring. Something significant about Christmas in particular. I always try to say holidays because I know people from all over the world may watch these videos, and so I try not to be so Western Christian, even though I don't practice any religion personally. But I saw a Christmas tree, so that's why. So it could just signify the holidays, but Christmas in particular, or something about a tree. Maybe it's something about a tree. Maybe take a walk around your house if you have trees near your house, and even if, or bushes or whatever, and double check if there's any limbs touching your house or that could fall on your house. And even if not, if the root structure of a tree could be causing issues with, sometimes tree roots grow into sewer pipes, or, they can really wreak havoc. So that might be something to just take a look at, or have someone out to, I know it's kind of an odd message, but someone to look out for. Leo's come up already, I believe, for uh, Sag. Um, but I'm getting a Leo presence, which would be July. It could be someone with Leo in their chart, or July of this year, July into uh, August 20th. From, I don't know. They're always around there from July 20th ish to August 20th ish of this year or next year as potentially of some significance. Okay, and so this was very interesting, this last message I got, and it reminded me a little bit of a mystery show on TV in the sense that you have a whole bunch of information and you already have the clues, you already have the information you need. You're it's just getting to you're just not quite seeing it. So revisit things, review things, try to look at things from a different perspective because the answers lie in something lay never you already have the information you need. You're just not seeing it because it's not in your face. It's not completely obvious. I don't know. It's a really interesting message. Um, a really interesting message. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards. I'm using a incense stick as a pointer. So over here at the bottom of the deck, we have this Three of Wands. So this Three of Wands could mean travel, foreign travel. It really is a card of zooming out in your life. Zooming way out. Like I almost am seeing a drone. So it could have, you may be into using a drone or something. Zooming out and really being able to look at your life as a whole, where you've been, where you wanted to go, where you are now, where you still want to go, a reassessment, putting things in perspective, looking at the possibility of making a major change or move. Could be moving countries, moving where you have to travel a large body of water. So it doesn't have to be that big, but it could be that significant. Um, so this is the bottom of the deck, an undercurrent of a big change, really trying to figure out where you want to be. Okay, that's all I'm getting for right now. Okay, next we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a card where we have to, it's about patience, and when have we been patient enough? When are we being impatient? When do we need more patience? And trying to figure out that timing. And there are many things in life that are very obvious. It takes a certain amount of time for when you're pregnant for a baby to grow in a womb. It takes a very well documented, known amount of time for a seed of a plant to come to fruition, to bear fruit or grain or whatever you're growing. Now, in matters of relationships, goals, dreams, things like that, it's not so clear. And I mean, particularly in relationships, say, as an example, you've been unhappy for a long time in a relationship. How do you know? Is it a phase? Is it me? Is it them? Is it both? Is it usually it's the combination of the both of you together, but sometimes you're with a toxic person, don't get me wrong. Should I continue this pursuit, this entrepreneurial goal, whatever it is? Do I just have to keep trying, or am I really just not understanding that this isn't going to work, or I need to take a different approach? So trying to gauge when's the right time. Some things there's never a perfect time. I don't know if there's always a perfect time to have a child. I don't know if there's always a perfect time to move. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's some things that you just kind of need to do, and but that's the type of energy you're pondering. You're trying to figure out that timing, right? I haven't even really looked at these. What's next? 20. Oh, harvest. It's interesting. Kind of are talking about harvest, right? So that is the judgment card. Yeah, trying to. So this is could be a wake up call of some sort, some event. It doesn't even have to be an event that happens to you, but some sort of event that reminds you, what are you waiting for? It's time to make a decision. It's time to move on. So there could be some event that makes it very clear that the Seven of Pentacles very clear of whether you should um, continue to be patient, or if it's yeah, we need to do something else. It's not going to work out. It's a wake up call. Um, so that can be anything. That could be in your health, in a relationship. Um, I see some of you wanting to move to be near family. Maybe you have elderly parents or something, or wanting to be near grandkids, or um, things things such as that, or just a life is too short. What are we doing? Let's make things happen. We've been dreaming about doing this forever. Why not now? What's going to be different in 5 years? Okay. King of Wands. Yeah, so this King of Wands, he would do it. He would make a change. He would make it happen. He would be motivated and see it through and know that if we did make this, I don't know, I said we, if we did make this change, um, I think sometimes people make a change and just fall back into their old routines, and maybe that's a fear. Is it really going to be different there? It's just geography. So if you're pretty fucking miserable in one place, maybe if that could be someone's personality, and they're just going to, I mean, there's some people that are just going to be miserable no matter where they are because it's within them. But if it's truly situational, then the move could solve sort of a problem or something that um, is lacking or you want that's missing. And the King of Wands truly will enjoy this change, truly will inspire and breathe new life into their life and energy. What's this last one? Oh, the Lovers. Ooh, okay. So we do have a we here. The Lovers card is really a card. You have you're weighing some big decisions. You have Judgment, the Lovers. You're getting a big, broad perspective, um, trying to make some decisions here. Maybe you're concerned. Do we have enough money? If you're someone who's very concerned about money, and just in one thing, I'm just realizing this is a Scorpio reading. One thing for Scorpio, I have tons of Scorpio in my chart, so this reading's, I take it to heart as much as I'm reading it for others, is there is although as a fire sign, I don't feel this probably as much as if you have a lot of other fixed energy in your chart as well, but there is an inherent desire to just stay, even dig your heels in with that doesn't necessarily match what's going on. It's just that some of us we're built a certain way. So you may want to challenge that. Do I just like to stay because I'm fixed and I like to control things and I feel where I am, I know what it is, I feel in control, and just the fact of changing is uncomfortable for me. Or the person you're dealing with. And maybe you can help them see that if that's if that's what's going on, if there's somewhat of a, yeah, I'm not happy, I want to change, but I'm not going to change going on. The Lovers is a card of commitment. What are you truly committed to? Do your words and action make sense? Because the Lover, you can see what you're truly committed to, um, by how you spend your time and money and things like that. And so it's one thing, I always use the example, it's one thing to stand up and say I do at your wedding, but it's the commitment and the choices, all the little choices you make every day while you're in that relationship or whatever you say you're committed to, that really shows what you're committed to. Are you committed to being positive, but then are you critical all the time? Or does someone preach positivity, but then they nitpick? Things like that. So I'm going back to that first, someone who's always trying to prove their point. Um, that came up. I think it's a time period where bringing everything into alignment, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, um, what you say you want, what you actually do, where you want to be, and really bringing all of those into alignment. And again, it could result in a very significant change, a wake up call, a set way to move forward. Okay, thank you, Scorpio. I wish you a wonderful rest of October. No, November. Take care.